Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Cooking with Mez. Not exactly. I am going to be preparing some food, but this is more for a scientific, journalistic experiment. I'm going to be cutting up one of these apples here, and then I'll film it from time to time over the next few weeks. Sort of like a time marking experiment. You know how scientists date fossils by measuring the amount of carbon that decays? It's a little bit like that, but with a shorter time frame. So I'm going to take one of these Jazz apples here. It's a New Zealand brand of apple. It's a pretty decent apple. I'm partial to it. It's a pretty consistent apple in my experience. Not too sweet, not too mushy. You know, if you buy a Braven or a Royal Gala, it's a bit hit and miss. You might get a good one, you might get a bad one. I find the Jazz apple to be fairly reliable. That's just my experience. And this was probably grown in central Otago. It's a possibility that it comes from Nelson or Hawke's Bay. But let me chop this up then. Let me try my Gensu 5000 skills. Should I wash it? I'll wash it. I mean, I'm not going to eat it, but I don't know. I guess that's just a habit. Alright. I don't know if this is gonna be interesting. Maybe it'll be kind of dull, but we'll see. It's an experiment. Alright, so we have our pieces of apple here. We'll chuck them in this ice cream container. I have to fight the urge not to do like my Jamie Oliver impression. Maybe we'll save that for another video. Alright, so I'll chuck these in the ice cream container. And let's put that outside. Okay, so I've chucked these outside, just outside next to the back door of my house. And I didn't put all the slices in the end. There were like 8. I took out 2 because then the other ones are sort of, with the angle of the camera you can't really see them, so this is a little bit better. It's not exactly Cezanne, but you know, there it is. I think you can kind of get a good view of the different sides of the slices. So this is a time marking experiment, and you know, film this from time to time between now and the election, which is now it's been pushed back. It was going to be in September, now it's going to be on October the 17th. And the idea is to juxtapose the decay of the apples to the current events going on at the time. So, a few markers of where we are. So this is day 1. As you can see, the apple slices, the apple's just been sliced. The inside's just been exposed to oxygen a few minutes ago. They're basically not really decaying at all, still quite edible. So this is day 1, 21st of August 2020. Few contemporary marking points. It is 2 days since the High Court decision that the New Zealand government's March to April lockdown was illegal. 10 days since New Zealand was put into a second lockdown. Auckland on a level 3 lockdown, the rest of the country in a level 2 lockdown. That was based, that lockdown came into play on the basis of 4 cases of COVID found in Auckland. 8 days since the Director General of Health in New Zealand made an announcement that people in New Zealand who test positive for COVID can be put into quarantine camps. 52 days since Beijing passed the Hong Kong security law. 10 days since the video came out of the Victorian police officer choking the young woman on a street in Melbourne for not wearing a face mask. And it later turning out that she had an exemption, so was not doing anything illegal. In the US, the city of Portland in Oregon is still on fire. And it is 17 days since the explosion at the port in Beirut in Lebanon. Alright, so I'll put a lid on this and check back on that a little bit down the track. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.